Good morning. It's 7:33 again. I guess that's the new time I'm doing my Facebook Live. 7:33. I kind of like 7:30-ish. Good morning. Enjoying that first cup of coffee in the morning. Life is good. Life is good with coffee. I have myself now limited to 1 cup a day, and I kind of don't like that, but I'm trying to cut back the acidics in my diet, so it is what it is. My name is Kerri, and I am a Karuna Reiki practitioner and an Usui Reiki master teacher. I'm also a certified hypnotherapist and a life coach. So, what does that all mean? Oh my gosh, a lot of things. And a lot of people don't know what Reiki is. They don't understand it. And sometimes you won't really understand it until you've experienced it. And everybody experiences it differently. It is simply an energy healing. We are made of energy. We have energy meridians that run through our bodies. We have energy outside our body, in our aura, and it's simply moving that energy energetically. You get the energy thing? It's all energy. Energetically moving that energy so that our energy starts to flow through our body in a healthy manner. Getting rid of the bad energy, anything that is stuck in us. Getting our chakras spinning in the right direction. And I know it all sounds very woo-woo, but there's actually some really great testimonials and stuff that you can find online, and I've been sharing some of them here on this page about how Reiki works. And so it's really incredible stuff, and people experience some really wonderful and beautiful things. I had a fantastic session yesterday with a client of mine who is an ongoing client. I've worked with her many times, and she really felt a difference in the energy since I have finished my Karuna Reiki practitioner degree or certificate or whatever you call it. And it was a really fantastic session for both of us, to be honest, because I was like, Karuna it's the same practice, but it's additional attunements and symbols that take the healing to a different level. It takes the healing to a deeper level so that you can heal at the root of the cause. And sometimes, now here we go, woo-woo, open your mind. Sometimes that old hurt, whether it be like maybe a habit that you have that, okay, let's just say, okay, let's talk about relationships. Let's just use this for an example. You have a pattern of getting to a certain point in a relationship. Good morning, Shelley. And then cutting it loose. And you do it over and over and over. Or you constantly pick the wrong person. It's like, what is this about? Why do I keep doing this? Sometimes these things aren't from this lifetime. Sometimes these things are from past lives. And Karuna Reiki can help to heal those at the very root of the issue, which may mean going back into a past life. So anyway, it's really fascinating stuff. It's very, it's really interesting stuff. And if you'd like more information on any of it, I would be happy to talk to you one-on-one or send you information. It's kind of difficult to study this scientifically, although, there have been many clinical tests in which there are groups that are receiving Reiki and groups that are not receiving Reiki, and the improvement in the ones who are is that it far outpaces the ones who are not. So, that's about as close as you can get to proving it, in my opinion. So, Anyway, let's talk about worry a little bit. Today's chapter is about worrying. Are you a worrier? I know people in my own family who worry. They worry. My grandmother was a worrier. She worried about everything, and it wasn't just big stuff. It was like every little thing. She'd have a party coming up in 3 weeks, and she would start worrying about it 3 weeks ahead of time and working on it and doing things to make sure it was all perfect. Worry. And, worry can be, I guess it's not always bad to worry. I mean, it's human nature. We're going to do it to some extent anyway. But the important thing is catching yourself when you're in the worry and making a change. I just saw a tail go by the window outside. Connor must be out on the side of the house. Just like a shark fin. Oh, my boy. And so, but worry can also, if it's not dealt with, worry can cause illness. Worry can cause big illness. And so just as any state that you get stuck into, any emotion, negative emotion you get stuck in can harm your illness. Worry is one of those. And so this is from the Book of Awakening. Sorry, my nose is itching today. The Book of Awakening. And this is written by Mark Nepo. And he is a poet. And so he writes very beautifully. He's a cancer survivor. And these writings came about when he was going through cancer and right after cancer. He had a friend that he communicated with by email and would, write out these new discoverings when he went through his awakening and really examining his life and life in general. And eventually these all turned into this book. And so it's called Live Your Worries Through. Live, I say, live your worries through. And your spirit will wake from its fever, and you will want others like soup. During my struggle with cancer, the endless medical gauntlet of going through procedures and tests and then waiting for the results gave me a lot of practice in dealing with worry. I quickly realized that fear gained its power whenever I would leave the moment at hand to imagine bad things descending in the future, like pain and loss and grief. Even when realizing this, I was hard-pressed to stop it, and soon I discovered that worry was the mental echo of fear, the replaying in detail of all the bad things that might or might not come into being. Finally, through exhaustion, I dropped my fear and worry for a moment and found that I had landed back in my life as it truly was, laced with difficulties and joys alike. I found that the moment I was living, no matter my circumstance, was the only safe place. From here, I could truly reach for others whose love and care fed me. In large measure, it was the moment after fear and the reaching for others that after worry that kept me well. I love that. So getting present in the moment right now. If you're worrying, you're in the future, okay? If you're grieving, you're in the past. And so being in the right now, you can drop the worry. You have to be here right now. And reaching out for others. Oh, I love that. I love that. We suffer in silence all the time, right? Thinking that no one will understand this. Nobody's going to get this. This is my thing, and I'm just going to have to work through it. And, I'm telling you, the truth of the matter is, you're not going through anything unique. Everybody goes through those moments. And there are others that are going through those moments at the same time you are. So you're never alone in it. And if somebody in your life, perhaps a loved one, a family member, a spouse, whoever you have in your life, if they don't get it, then reach out to somebody who does. Reach out to a support group of some sort. Reach out to a counselor. You can always reach out to me. I love working with people through issues, you know, and helping to bring you back into this moment. And sometimes you just need somebody to hold that space for you and say, go ahead, cry. Feel what you're feeling. Let it go from your body. And that's, you know, that's the real thing here, is we hold it in our bodies, and that's when we start to really creating problems for ourselves when we do that. And so the little exercise today actually deals with that, letting it go from your body. So you take one thing that is worrying you, and you use your breathing to make a flag of yourself, okay? People have so much on their plate. It's easy to feel guilty by adding your crap too. Isn't that the truth? Yeah. I hear that all the time. Oh, I don't want to bother them. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. They've got so many things going. You know, their lives are busy. I don't want to interfere. All the time I hear that. And, you know, then you find out that somebody in your life has been feeling that way about you. They don't want to bother you with that. And it makes you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm a terrible friend. I'm a terrible daughter. Why do they feel like they can't reach out to me? Why do they feel like they can't take up space in my life? Isn't that, that's a very good point, Shelley. I think we really need to think about that, because when you look at it from the other side, it makes it easier. And like I say, there are others that you can reach out to if that person isn't in your immediate family or your immediate circle of friends. There are people that you can reach out to, always. And, you know, taking that step and doing it. Because you're also, hi Connor, you're back from your shark swim outside the window. You have to remember too that when you bring yourself to somebody and you ask for help, you are giving them the opportunity to be of service. And that, seriously, I feel, is a huge component of our human nature. We have to be in service to ourselves, to others, to our community, our world, our earth. Yes, I know, it's very sad. Somebody wants to go play. So that's a great point. Thank you for bringing that up, Shelley. So take one thing that is worrying you and use your breathing to make a flag of yourself. That's kind of a weird thing to say. Just use your breathing and go with it. Go with it. Feel it in your body. With each exhalation, shake your hands open, letting the gust of worry move through you. Feel the moment your worry has left your hands, no matter how brief it seems. If you feel worried or fearful during your day, exhale slowly and open your hands. So you're doing something to physically move that energy, and it's something you can do anywhere. You know, if you're feeling yourself worrying, maybe just take your hands and just clench them, and then consciously exhale and let it go. You can do this under your desk, right? Let it go. Shake those hands out. Shake it out. I like that. Awesome sauceum. I got these. Look at these beautiful bookmarks. I've been using my business card for a bookmark in my book. My friend Madeline came yesterday and she brought me these beautiful bookmarks that she made. Aren't they pretty? I love homemade things like this. I'm not a crafter. I am repulsed by glue guns, anything crafty. It's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. I can visualize things, but don't ask me to make them, because I have to turn to help for that, because it's not my cup of tea, you know? And so anyway, I just appreciate things like that so much, and it's nice to have a real bookmark instead of a business card. I'm going to do just a little party message from, love these cards. They're called The Universe Has Your Back. Of course, you can't really hardly read that because it's backwards on here because I have my camera on backwards. I wish that iPhone would come up with a solution for that. You'd think they could, right? So, the universe has your back, and these are just a little, it's just basically a parting message, okay? I'm just going to pick one here for us. Hope is the conduit for miracles. Isn't that gorgeous? Hope is the conduit for miracles. So there's your parting message for the day. Have a wonderful day. And if I can answer any questions for you, if I can be your shoulder, if you need healing, whether it's physical healing, if it's mental healing, if it's emotional or spiritual. I work with a lot of people in their spiritual journeys. People who are like, I feel like I'm at a crossroad. I don't know what the next step is. I know I have a bigger purpose. I don't know what that purpose is. I don't know what I need to do, where I need to go. I love to help people through the hypnotherapy and Reiki to help connect you to that source within, to that still quiet place where you can go and get your answers and figure it out. So it's not always easy work because we have to go through a lot of mud and mire sometimes to get there. But wow, how beautiful is it when you come out on the other side of that. So anyway, keep an open mind. Have a wonderful day. I love you, and I will see you back here tomorrow morning at 7:33-ish. Peace and blessings, my friends. Love you. Bye-bye.